about that as Queen Aminata makes her way here to the ring here at Women's Wrestling Army.
This match is the world. This is the entire and this is the third. Who is the Queen? Here at Women's Wrestling Army. Introducing first, she's competing in the Queen Aminata.
In all her regalness, Her Highness, Queen Aminata.
But who knows if she'll be Her Highness for much longer here at Women's Wrestling
Could you
Army.
imagine walking around like that if your name wasn't Queen?
I mean,
People would stare.
you're absolutely right. You know, wherever Queen Aminata goes, she demands the attention. But certainly has a task ahead of her with Queen Bee in this main event matchup.
Queen Bee.
You know, Lenny, Queen Bee may not wear a physical crown on her head, but she carries herself with such poise. And again, someone who commands attention. Someone who knows what she's capable of and shows it and shows out each and every single time. We've seen it here at Women's Wrestling Army, and we'll continue to see it here in this main event.
But also someone coming into it, maybe not at 100%. Tore something in her knee several months back, returning after being out for 4 months, had a tough start to the year. Moved from Iowa over to Baltimore, now trying to make her way on the East Coast in a much different independent wrestling environment than she came from. So it'll be interesting to see here as two very different athletes battle over who will remain the queen. As a worker bee myself, I'm very interested in the outcome of this.
You're absolutely right about that, but
You didn't have to agree so quickly.
well, I mean, I know you're right about the fact that they're battling for the queendom. Come on, Lenny. But you know, it's almost in a way, you know, we talk about the importance of championship matches and high stakes, but this is a reputation thing. This is about the name that you hold and how you carry yourself here at Women's Wrestling Army. This is your moniker, your title, your royalty.
And we saw Queen Bee in a YouTube exclusive match against Christina Marie a while back, and looked pretty good in that one, and big step up in competition.
Queen Aminata was absolutely devastating against Gabby Ortiz. Both have had very strong showings here at Women's Wrestling Army.
Queen Aminata wanted me to remind you that she is juicy.
Of course. Were you able to gather the meaning of that?
No, but I think she was worried you forgot. And she wanted you specifically to be reminded that Her Highness is juicy.
I could absolutely never forget. Because the juicy of Queen Aminata is a dangerous weapon.
Her juiciness runneth over.
It's profound. Almost as profound as this back and forth action that we are seeing. Both of these competitors.
Switched into the side headlock, and you know, we kind of make light and we're joking about, you know, the juiciness, and it's taking nothing away from Aminata as a competitor inside the ring. You know, and plus just her intellect outside of the ring. As a woman with a master's degree in international law, played soccer and ran track and field in high school, speaks 4 languages. This is a Renaissance woman in every sense of the word.
This is the African woman wrestler. This is a title that she holds with so much pride, and it is a very confident woman, along with all the accolades and the juicy that we talk about here.
That was the juicy right there.
That was the juicy, but swept up
See,
by
like
V.
I don't think I can describe juicy, but I know it when I see it.
It's like art, but now too close to the ropes. Queen Aminata.
Oh,
The devastating thud straight to the chest
and that,
from Queen Bee.
And that's what Queen Bee. Bee doesn't do anything fancy, but is violent and vicious and hard-hitting and coming with a head of steam into the corner.
Yeah, Queen Bee winding up has some incredibly thick offense. This is fitness meets agility in Queen Bee.
And went for that cannonball in the corner. And Aminata, as you see, motioning to her brain, one step ahead of Queen Bee.
Trying for the hive mind, but again, so wise of Queen Aminata to have it scouted. Ooh, and just coming down hard on Queen Bee. Now Aminata bringing her opponent back to her feet. Snapmare takes Queen Bee back down to the mat.
Oh, man.
Trying to kick a hole through the spine of Queen Bee. Queen Bee with some open palm strikes of her own, swiping at Queen Aminata. Jeez!
Sorry about your face.
Aminata, absolutely lethal.
And there's that mean streak, too, that we've seen in Aminata as well.
Now Aminata, cover.
Oh,
not quite.
An aggressive kick out at one by Queen Bee.
But now trying to cut off the air supply of her competitor. We talk about, the mean streak of Queen Aminata, but, she may be the kind of ruler that rules with an iron fist.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Now scissoring
there is no dissension in her queendom.
Now trying to scissor her legs around the body of Queen Bee. Aminata instead capturing the arms. So much damage, and now still clobbering between the shoulder blades of Queen Bee. Queen Bee now forcing the shoulders down, forcing the break.
It's a nice escape right there by Queen Bee, but Aminata in control here.
Aminata.
Oh, God.
Deafening thud with the,
Apparently, Aminata speaks 5 languages.
Oh, but Brooke V with a little body language of her own as she is laying into the Queen Aminata. And again, the keen intellect. Able to dodge and send Queen Bee face first into that turnbuckle. Queen Bee is reeling.
Well, you know what? It may be for the best right there that Queen Bee was reeling momentarily, because Aminata had a look on her face that there was more in store for Queen Bee should she have come out of the corner, and she didn't. And Aminata had to change up what was coming next.
But Aminata quick to shift gears and reassess as Brooke V with a suplex. Queen Bee with the cover, hooking the leg, but Aminata winding her way out.
Queen Bee's in trouble here. Oh my God, Aminata's throwing bombs. And a cover.
Queen Bee took the brunt of those strikes from Aminata. Now the
little insult to injury in the corner.
Primed up, looking for that juicy maneuver.
Bee now trying to fight back. Throw those heavy feet in the corner.
High kicks, the agility on display.
Little payback.
Payback's a Bee, a Queen Bee, if you will.
Hey-oh.
But now Aminata, again, just almost trying to punch through Queen Bee.
Oh, two handfuls of hair. And just like that, momentum stopped. And Queen Aminata apparently having no time for peasants like referees. She gets another near fall. And Aminata, they look of frustration on her face, Alyssa.
Yeah, I think I just heard her ask, really? Like, are you still kicking out? hear the crowd here in Chicago getting behind Queen Bee. Can it give her enough energy to find her way out of this predicament?
Trying to fight, trying to force Aminata to relinquish the hold. Instead, shoulders down and another kick out at 1.
But a great sense of her awareness, a great sense of danger, knowing she needed to fling Aminata's body off her, and then enziguri for her troubles.
Double leg into the cover. Legs are hooked, shoulders down. Only 2. We are back and forth.
Queen Bee, hands in her hair, racking her brain. What does she have to do?
Heck of a fight here in our main event to determine the one and only queen in women's wrestling army. There can only be one after tonight.
Now Aminata winds her way over, and the shoulders of Queen Bee are down.
Oh, shoulders are down.
Back and forth.
Back and forth they go.
Who will it be? Who will reign the queen?
Leverage and positioning, back and forth. A series of near falls. Neither woman able to get the 3.
Toying with momentum and the laws of physics here in our main event at Women's Wrestling Army.
Aminata poised to strike here again.
Oh! Brutal boot to the face of Queen Bee.
I would have to say I am a bit surprised. I did not expect Aminata to have such a decided edge when it came to striking in this matchup, but she has, and it has paid off in a big way here.
Now, nothing but juicy in the corner and a boot to the face.
Coming right into your living room.
Queen Aminata hooking the leg for the cover of the...
And what can you say about the heart of Queen Bee here, though? Continuing to kick out at 2.
Such resilience on display from Queen Bee. Someone who has come back from the brink of injury. Someone who wears that name with such pride and isn't ready to give it up here at Women's Wrestling Army. Oof. Ask and you shall receive. Queen Aminata asking if that's all she's got. Response from Queen Bee.
Aminata wants a timeout.
Oh! Straight to the jaw connection.
But Bee firing back.
Both of these competitors throwing everything at one another. Open palm strikes, leaving welts on the chest.
Oh, blocks the lariat. Oh, headbutt! Queen Bee got rocked.
And Aminata coming off the ropes. Caught by Bee.
With that clothesline.
And another for good measure, but isn't enough.
Aminata's on wobbly legs. Grabs the waist lock.
Queen Bee with a back elbow to Aminata. Aminata, the crossbody, is caught by Queen Bee. The follow-away slam.
Aminata reeling here. And the fans continue to get behind Queen Bee. In what has been a heck of a fight here in our main event.
Look at the focus, look at the determination on the face of Queen Bee. Eyes set, looking for that hive mind! Cannonball in the corner!
Crushing Aminata isn't enough. Cover!
A 1 count, only too close to the ropes. Aminata able to break the hold.
This comes down to ring awareness right there. One of them had it and one of them didn't. Aminata knew where she was, grabbed the rope. Queen Bee didn't realize she didn't get Aminata far enough out of the corner, and it may have just cost Queen Bee here.
Queen Bee now crawling, following behind her opponent. Getting to her feet. Bringing Aminata steadying Queen Aminata for an open palm strike, but Aminata returns fire. Back and forth, this unrelenting strike, heavy offense. Aminata relentlessly looking for the spear.
Took a chance and it did not pay off. Aminata though connected.
Queen Bee was looking for the bee sting, but now Aminata, the juicy lock is in. Is that it? Is Queen Bee gonna tap out? We saw this is how things ended for Gabby Ortiz, and that's how it ends for Queen Bee.
The winner is this match. To retain Queen in the women's wrestling Queen Aminata.
Hell of a fight brought to Queen Aminata, but that is how it ends. Queen Aminata, and long may she reign.
Nothing for, well, I don't even know what to call Queen Bee anymore. I guess it's to be determined, but nothing for that woman to hang her head about here tonight. A hell of a fight. She pushed Aminata to the limit, but Her Highness, Queen Aminata, reigns supreme here in our main event. Wow. And what a main event we got next week. It's Holiday defending the Mission Pro Championship against Jordan Blade.
Another incredible matchup, another main event headed your way. Queen Aminata reigns victorious at Women's Wrestling Army. And for Lenny Leonard, I'm Alyssa Marino, and we will see you next week.